Alright, good morning everybody, welcome back. We are back on the shovelhead chopper today with the announcement of the invited builder selection. We have changed gears on this thing a little bit. We're making so many more parts than we planned on doing. Before we were just going to build a clean bike, now we're going to build a true handmade one-of-a-kind show bike. So literally almost every part of this bike is going to be made here in the shop. So we're going to be here a lot of extra hours. Kind of got a little schedule rolled out. We are planning on about 24 hours extra every week for the next, I don't know, whatever it is, 4.5 months to get this bike built. So today we are working on our foot controls. Got our foot control mounting plates, plasma cutout, and we're going to start on the left hand side. Going to be relatively simple because we're only running rear brakes, which we're going to run off of a hand brake, so there won't be any brake mechanism on the right hand side. So it's just going to be a peg mount plate and a peg. So in a minute I'll spin this camera around, show you the mounting plate, and then we're going to get some 1.5" 6061 aluminum round bar, cut off a piece of that and head over to the lathe and start machining up our foot peg blank, which we're going to do some other little tricks too, but I'm waiting on a couple things before we can do that. But we're going to at least be able to get our blank machined up. So anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope you guys are enjoying following along on this bike, and don't forget to check out our Instagram for all the information about this invited builder show. Check out the other builders, be sure to give them a follow and follow along on all these builds. Alright, so we got our passenger side plate mounted up to the frame. I'm not a big fan of forward controls, but I'm kind of too big for mid controls, which is really what I would like to build. So what I did was, we're using the forward control mounts, but instead of putting the peg forward of the mount, we're putting it kind of right on top. There's too much junk on this table and doesn't want to focus on that mount. But anyway, just a real simple, clean aluminum 3/8 plate, and the foot peg mounting boss area, which you see at the top, is where the peg's going to mount. So we're going to go ahead and start machining up our foot peg and see what we can come up with. Alright, We got both of our foot peg blanks machined up. This will be the passenger side. We'll cut it to length once we get the driver's side, which is going to take the shift mechanism. So I'm going to head over to the plasma table, start looking at drawing up the foot shifter arm and the arm that'll attach to the transmission arm. See what we can come up with on that. Alright, so first thing we got to do, I'm going to make the arm that'll attach to the transmission arm with a shifter rod. So just going to start doing a little drawing and kind of see how we like it as it goes. Alright, first piece of our shifter, rough cut out. I'm going to go ahead and get our mill set up. I want to thin this out a little bit in here. So, see if I can get this thing to focus better on the part. There we go. I'm going to put this in the mill vise, I believe. Got to figure out how I'm going to hold it. Then we'll come in and just make this a little bit thinner in here. Just give it a little better look. Alright, so we got our plate mocked up here. It's our shifter side foot peg. So we got our shifter peg here. Then we're gonna figure out our actual foot shifter portion, which will come out this way. Those two will get bolted together, and then we will install a bronze bushing into this hole here, machine it to this size, hone it to fit, and then we'll have a nice pivot point we can grease and install on final assembly. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Just getting everything kind of roughed in, mocked up. Once we get this piece made, we'll be able to figure out our final length for this, machine that, drill it and tap it so it can bolt onto here. And that'll be that. So going to go ahead and take a look at our foot shifter, see how we want to do that, and then go over and draw one up. video here, I want to tell you about how to enter to win. As I said in a couple previous videos, we're going to pop this information in the middle of all of our videos here and there, just to let people know how to enter, and it'll get people to watch the videos, as you got to watch and find where the information is. So it's going to be real simple. You don't have to buy anything, doesn't cost you anything. You just need to send an email. I'm going to try to get the email on the screen here. I'm not a super tech whiz, so we'll see how that goes, but the email address is pretty straightforward. It's gaddysgaragegiveaway@gmail.com. So all you have to do, send one email. In the email, subject line, giveaway, and in the body of the email, your name, address, telephone number. That's it. You don't actually even need to give your whole address if you don't want. Just let's scratch the address. Let's give your name, your city and state, and a contact phone number. We're not going to sell the phone numbers. No one will ever have them but me, so don't worry about that. You're not going to get sales calls. I hate sales calls as much as everybody else. But we do need a way to get a hold of you if you win. So, again, name, city and state, telephone number. You do need to be a subscriber to the channel to win also. So if you're seeing this and you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and then send the information on over. So we look forward to everybody entering, and we're really excited to give away this bike. Now back to the video. Alright, so we got our linkage. This will all end up on the peg here. This will obviously get cut down shorter back here. And that will mount up on the bike. So still lots and lots of finishing work to do. But we got all the rough machine work done, which is really cool. And I'm happy about that. So I think you guys get the idea. If this camera would focus. Anyway, next thing we got to do is get these drilled and tapped and screwed together into one unit, and then we'll be able to do the finished bore dimension here for the brass bushing. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for today. Don't have the hardware I need to bolt these two pieces together so we can keep working. So we got it drilled. I'm going to stop by, grab some screws on the way home. And our next work day on this bike should be Thursday night after we close up the shop. And we will continue on with this then. I need to look and see if I have some bronze or brass to make a bushing, or maybe I'll just order a pre-made bushing if I can get one that's the right dimensions. And that's it. So anyway, thanks for joining along with us. I am whooped. I still got to go run errands. Mondays are usually my day to run errands for all the stuff I need at the shop for the week. So I don't even know what time it is. Probably 3 o'clock. I think I've been here since 5. And that's it. We're getting out of here. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to check out our Instagram and follow all these other invited builders for the Bikes, Brews, and Barbecue event coming up in May. And don't forget to check out our giveaway bike. Hoping to get a little time on that this week someday, but truthfully it may not happen. But check out those videos anyway. Get signed up to win that. And that's it. We're out of here. And we hope to see you next time at Gaddy's Garage.